So let's talk about installing Linux distributions on either VirtualBox or a virtual machine. So you can check out for Kali. I'm using Kali Linux. So if you want to, like I said earlier, Kali is for penetration testing. Has a lot of hacking tools there. So if you want to use Kali distribution, you can check out um www.kali. You can check out www.kali.installation, the kali.org/docs and then installation. So this is it. So installing Kali Linux, you just click on installing Kali Linux and it will guide you on how to install Kali. There will be a guide on how to install Kali. I would have shown how to install, but since it's a very long process, you just follow this guide. Just follow this guide. If you have any issues, you can get back to me. But this is the guide on installing Kali distribution, Kali Linux distribution. So it is kali.org. So you just search kali.org on the web. So it's actually on your web to download the. But before that, you have to download a virtual box, either a virtual box or a virtual machine. So let's do um virtual. Okay, I'm also using Oracle virtual machine, virtual box. So you just click on it. The first, the first website. You see there. So this is the link going. You just click on anyone you want to download. Have since I already have the Oracle virtual machine, I don't have to like bother. I don't have to like download it again. But if you want to download the virtual box, you have to search for virtualbox.org here, and also for Kali Linux. You have to search for kali.org on your web browser. Also, for installing another virtual, this is Ubuntu. For installing Ubuntu, you also check out ubuntu.com. I'm going to give you an installation guide. You can also check on videos that will guide you through the installation of these distributions. Once you've installed, then you can start learning the the command lines, the command line interface. So now let's talk about command line interface. So command line interface connect a user to a computer program or operating system. Through the command line interface, a user is able to interact with a system application by inputting text. So command line a command line interface is a command line program that accepts text input to execute operating system functions. So this is what the Kali Linux command line looks like. Okay, let me show that to you. So this is my Oracle virtual machine. This is what the this is what Kali looks like. You have to, once you've installed, you have to like put your username and your password. So me, I'm logging into my account now. So this is what Kali Linux. This is the graphical user interface of Kali Linux. So and this is the terminal. I'll wait for the terminal to come up. Okay, then this is the command line interface. Command line interface. You can, it's like from what I defined, command line interface accepts. From what I define, command line interface accepts text input. It's just a text. Accepts text input. Just input anything. Don't worry about the commands I am inputting. We are going to talk about command line. We're going to talk about different commands in Kali. So yeah, so let's start with basic Linux command line. So first, let's start with the pwd. This command is used to find out the path of the current directory you are in. So let me clear my screen. So pwd is to find out the current directory we are in. So the current directory we are working with is home. So and it showed home. So let me do pwd again. So it's now showing slash. Before it was home, and it's showing slash. So let me, okay, so that it's the pwd is just to show you the current directory you're working on. So we have another command is the cd and then the file, the folder name or the file name. So this command is used to navigate through Linux files and directory. For example, cd and then desktop. So let's let's do ls to know. So let's do cd home. Then like I said, the command is used to navigate through Linux files and directories. So now so I have changed directory to the home, to the home folder. So let's type pwd again. It's no more showing slash. We are now in our current directory is the home folder. So let's and like the cd is just to navigate through different files and directories. So like I just did cd home, can do, let's do cd dot dot. We're going to talk about that soon. Let's do cd dot dot again. So okay, let me clear screen. So pwd for current directory, then let's change directory to the home folder. You can also, let me open the new file type. Let me do ls. So we can do pwd here, and so our current directory here is home slash my username, which is Doris Ubo. So let's do ls too, and I can change the directory here to desktop. So it's no more showing this sign. It's now showing it has changed. My directory has been changed to desktop. Also, let me list. I can still inside the desktop directory, I can change directory to um, cft list, and I can also change directory to web. So it's just the CD is just to navigate through different, to navigate through files and directory. So directory, another name for directory is folder. So that's just it. Then the cd dot dot. So also cd dot dot is used to move one level up. So one level up, that means it, like, let me explain that. So cd dot dot. Currently in the currently I changed my directory to the web. So I'm going to like move, I'm going to go back to the CTF. So for me to go back to my CTF, before that, let me list. So this is the content in the web. So I'm going to change directory to CDF. So for me to change my directory back to CDF, I have to type cd dot dot, then press enter, and I've changed my directory from, I've gone backward here. So it's just like the cd dot dot is just like move one level either up here. There's one level up. So let me list. ls is to list. We'll talk about that soon. So I've listed the files and folders inside the ctf directory. So I'm going to type the cd dot and the cd and double dot. So press enter. So I've moved one level up now. See, this is it. So the cd dot dot is just to move one level up. And now also we have the cd slash, or the cd hyphen, I mean, it's used to move to your previous directory. So let's cd hyphen is to move to the previous directory, and our previous directory was desktop slash ctf. So let's do that again. It's just to move to, you just use it to move to your previous directory on screen. So we have the next command, which is the ls. Somebody using ls and you want that what it's used for. So ls, this command is used to view the content of a directory. So it's just used to view the content of a directory, and ls has different options. It has different options, like you type ls and then hyphen r, capital R. So this option will list this will list all the files in a subdirectory. So you can also, let's do that. So that's ls. We are in our desktop now. So ls, let's change directory to home. Okay, so let's do ls. That's listed all. Can see the desktop document, can see the desktop documents, downloads, the home folder, and this was just a folder I created, and have the music, we have the pictures and other folders and files. So let's do ls and r. So it's listing. So it's listing, like I said, it lists all the files. It will list okay, it's going to list all the files in a subdirectory. So that's what it is currently doing. It will list it's going to list the directories and then list all the files in subdirectory. So this is what it's doing. These are all the files contained in the subdirectory, in my subdirectory. I mean, these are all the files contained in my subdirectory. Don't get confused. So we have videos. Videos doesn't have any file. That's why it hasn't listed anything. Templates doesn't have any file. That's why it hasn't listed anything. So seclist here, seclist, it listed the subdirectories in seclist and also listed the subdirectories in seclist, which is the web hyphen shells and which is WordPress, and then it listed the files in inside the subdirectory. Same here, that's just what the option does. It lists the files in the subdirectory. So let's clear screen and let's look at another option of the ls. So we have lsa. So lsa, this will show hidden directories. So this is just to show hidden directories. Okay, just showing hidden directories. So when I type ls, this was the only directory is showed. But once I type ls, let's clear screen so you can continue to see this. Once I type, so this is ls I typed and it did not show hidden directory. So as I type lsa, it showed me hidden directories. And how will you know which one is hidden directories? From the dot here, the period. The ones with period are hidden directories. So the ones with period are hidden directories. So let's talk about another option, the ls and then hyphen and la. This will list files and directories with detailed information. It's just going to list files and directories with detailed information. So okay, I type draw here. Okay, it will list files and directory with detailed information. So these are the hidden files. This this is when the file was created. Yeah, this is when the file was created here and created or last open. Okay, this is the username and this is the group username. So this is, yeah, you have the directory. The D stands for directory, then the R stands for read, the W stands for write, and the X stands for execute. So the first RWX here is for the user. Then the second RWX is for group, and then the last RWX is for other users. So and this the out for the user, you see that the RWX is complete, but in groups the W is missing. This means that the group user doesn't have the right access. It doesn't have access to write in this file. So but the user has all the three access. The user has authority to read the file, to write the file, and also to execute the file. While the group does only has read and execute permission, doesn't have the permission to write the file here or the folder. Then for the others like they have others still the same as the group. Same with let's check the download. Okay, this is the download. Let's check the download. So the user has access to, this is the download here. So the user has access to read, write, and execute. The group only has access to read and execute. Also, others have access to read and execute. They don't have access to write. But let's check the desktop. So desktop is still the same thing. They do not have access to write, but they have access to read and execute. So the ls is just to show you the ls with the a option is just to show you more information about directories and files. So another command is the cat command, short form for concatenate. So this command is used to list contents of a file on a standard output. So to run this command, you type cat followed by the file name and its extension. For example, cat file name.txt. So let's clear screen and so cat. I wish to be able to cut. Let's list to see any. Okay, let's cut txt. Let's cut text.txt to see what's in there. So this is what is contained in the content of the text.txt text file. So these are the contents, it's just colors and then my name. So it's just to view the contents of a file here. So cat has other uses like the cat file name. This will create a new file. Okay, let's do that. So cat cat local cat.txt. Oh no. Okay, other sign and then local. Okay, that's created that. Let's come has been created. So it's once you create, you have to put in something. So this is the example. So let's hit enter and then control C. So let's do ls to this. So this is the local I created. So let's cut it now. Let's cut the local and this is it. So I created a new file and then I typed in some things and then pressed this is control C. If that's control C, I typed control C and then hit enter. Okay, this is it. So let me do that again. So cat first off, let me clear my screen so you see well. So let's do cat so let's do cat greater than 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do 1 sorry, oh, but also 4 is 1. Let's do 2 and 2 is 3 and control C is just automatically like create that. So ls to see the new file we created. So this is it 1, 2, 3, 4 for you to like cut it. So let's cut 1, 2, 3, 4 enter. So this is just it. If you want to add more, if you want to add more information, you can do this. Then let's control C that and then let's cut the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, it's going to like change everything's just going to change. It's not going to change, it's not going to add to it. So that's just how we use the cut with the greater than sign. With the greater than sign. So we have another use of cut. So we have cut there file name 1, file name 2, and file name 3. This will join file name 1 and file name 2 and you store their output in a new file which is file name 2. Okay, let's try that soon. Let's screen and file name. Oh, we've not created something like file name. So let's leave the files we have there. So there's nothing is in down into. So let's do something. So let's do, let me add the content. So let's Control C, and then so let's do cat file name, and then the greater than sign, and no, the greater than sign. So before, okay, file name, and let's do 1 2 3 4, then sorry, local. So let's cat local, then to see what's going to do. So it joined everything. So it's joined everything, joined everything in file name 55 and 1 2 3 4 inside it, put all of them inside the local, but inside the local file. I hope you understand that. I can do that again. So let's cat local first of all. So this is everything that was inside local. Let's modify the file. Let's modify and modify file.55. So is just type in anything, modify file, Control C, and then let's do this. So file name and then local. You can do either way. So either way you can do local, and then 1 2 3 4 the greater than sign, then do file name and 55. Okay, let's cut file name 55. So this is it. So this is just to like combine two files, content of two files in one. Let's do now. So the next command is the cp command. This command is used to copy files from a current directory to a different directory. Used to copy files from a current directory to a different directory. So let's do that. So for example, the command cp file name, then the directory you want it to be copied to. So for example, cp file name /home/ your username /desktop will copy the file name from your current directory into the desktop directory. So to copy this file name to the desktop directory, let's try that. So ls, let's copy 1 2 3 4 to the desktop directory. Let's do that. So cp 1 2 3 4 /home/ my username is doors /desktop. So desktop. Hit enter. So let's do ls now. It's still there because we are copying. So let's change directory to desktop. Change directory to desktop. List files. So automatically see it there. So that's clear. So ls automatically we've copied 1 2 3 4 into the desktop directory. So we can still cut the 1 2 3 4, and we still see the contents that we can still see what we typing. So that's just it. Copy files, just to copy files to any other directory. That's what we use the cp for. So we have The next one, which is the MV. This command is used to move files and also to rename files. For example, just to remove and rename files. So for example, MV, it's still the same thing as CP is to copy, while MV is to move files. So for example, every file name one slash home slash your username and slash desktop, you need to type the file name and then the destination directory. So let's try that. File name. No. Let's move file 55 to desktop. Yeah. Okay, let me move to download since we've been using desktop. Let me move to download. So FB home and your username slash downloads. So, oh, I did not put the file I want. So, to tell me 55. So that's this. We no longer have file name 55 since we moved it to download. So let's change directory to download. So list. Now we can find the file dot so we can in clear screen. So ls is the file name. We moved it from the home directory to the home directory to download directory. So let's cut the content of it. We still have a content there, so it's just to move files. The next command is also it can be used to move and rename. So let's try to use the mv command to rename. So to rename the file, you type mv and then so let's do start. So rename type file name, type the file name 55 and then type file. So ls now it has been changed. See, has been changed from the file name 55 to file name. So let me try typing file name 55 to do you be shown an error. See, we don't have anything like file name 55 because I used mv command to change the name from file name 55 to file name. So this is file name unless oh okay, let's cut the content of file name. See if I should do file name 55. See, there is no such file or directory. But if I should do cut file name, the content is just going to appear. So just to rename files and directories. So let's okay, we have other commands here. We have the make directory, we have the mk and dir. So this command is used to make a new directory. For example, we can type mkdir, then the name of the folder you want it to be. So let's do that. mkdir. Let's type. Let's change our directory to. Let's change our directory. And then so we have mkdir. Let's do folder 55. Let's do it right. So let's just see we have folder 55 here. So this is the folder. The difference between the folder, this is the folder this is the folder and this is the file. This is a file. Well, this is the folder. So I don't do anything. So we use this to create a new folder. So another command is the rmdir or the rm. So rmdir command is used to delete empty directories, while rm is used to delete directories with content in them. So let's delete the folder we just created. So rmdir folder 55. That's it. So it's been deleted. ls now. So we don't have it anymore. It was there, but we don't have it anymore. That's been deleted. Clear screen. So the next command is the touch command. This command is used to this command is used to open is used to open a new file. A blank is used to open a blank new file. So for example, touch and then txt. So that's how I created the txt. So let's do touch and then text and txt. So it's just to create a blank file. It's to create a blank file. So let's list. This is it. Where is it? So this is the touch file I created. So it's just to create a blank file, just to create a blank file. We can create another blank file. This name blank file .txt. There we go. Listen. So this is it. Another blank. This is the blank file repeated. So it's just to create blank files. We can add content to the blank file we created. We're going to talk about that soon. So it's just to like create a blank file. So we have the locate. So we have the locate. Okay, before the locate, let's talk about the nano. So the nano is a text editor. So for the blank file I created, which is blank file.txt, I want to add content to the file. So nano is a text editor, so it has to add content to blank file. So let's do this. Yes. Just this, and then you control O. Control O. So you have below you have different options. You have Control G for help. We have Control X for X. Control O to write out. Control W to search, and other options here. So Control O, we're going to write this out. Then hit Enter. Once you've done Control O, you hit Enter and then Control X to exit the file editor. So let's cut the file editor now. Let's cut the blank file.txt. So this is it. Nano is a file editor. So just this is it. We use Nano to like it's a text editor. So we use Nano to add welcome to Linux fundamentals and this. So we use the concatenate command to view the content of the blank.txt. So let's do nano .1234. So we can add more content here, add more information. So Control O, enter, and then you X, Control X. So let's cut the 1, 2, 3, 4. This is it. It's just the text editor. So that's it. That's the nano. So now let's check to look at. So look at this command is used to look at any file on your Linux operating system. This command is used by typing locate and then the file name you want to locate. So let's locate blank file txt. Okay, since our blank file is located here, so let's locate locate file names. So yeah, looking for file name. So it's just going to give you every folder that has file name in it. So this is file name. Just going to give everything with file name. Just going to give everything with file name. So for example, if I wanted to locate file name, but didn't know like the exact file name, I can with the locate, I'll just like locate file name. Then I search through the results it has given me to get what I want. So let's press when it's just used to locate files and folders. So let's check another command. We have to find. Find is also this command is similar to the locate command as it is used to find files and directories. So let's type find file name as well. So say no such directory as file name. Okay, let's find. So just find the particular file. Okay, that's quite screen. Let's change the directory now to desktop. Downloads here, and let's use the find command. If it's should type, it's going to tell you no such directory here because 1234 is not in the downloads folder. It's not in the downloads folder. It's only in the home folder. So now let's find the file name now. It's going to work because if you should list the content, we are going to find file name there. So it's just to find command is used to search for content of a folder here. It's just to find files and it's just to find files and directories in a particular folder here. So let's search for bricks. There we go. There we go. So that's just what the file find command is used for. Let's change the directory now. For that's interesting. Clear. And let's do this again. Yeah. So here we go. So other commands, we have the grep. This command lets you search through all the text in a given file. For example, grep and then, okay, let me just, so grep. We are going to grep rest of the let's list. So txt, let's start the text.txt. I'm going to grep the content of the text.txt. Okay, so let's do grep r in text.txt. So it's going to grab all the letter R. It's going to search for just to search for letters. So it search for R. So since blue doesn't have R, it didn't show us blue. Red has R, it should. Green has R, so it should. So that's just what it is for. So let's do grep again. Let's grep B. So black has letter A and hello. So let's grab the hello now. Hello. So grab that. So you can grab an entire text. So let's grab hello, my name is baby. So it's just going to do that. So that's just what grep is used to search for files. This is to search for letters here. Forward. So let's grep and just play with it here. So this is what grep is used for. So now we have grep touch, right? We have the sudo. So sudo, short for super user do. This command enables you to perform tasks that requires administrative or root privileges. So if I want to add user now, okay, let's do user add. Okay, no. Let's do user add. Oh, permission denied. Why? Because I have not logged in as a root user. That's why permission has been denied. So the sudo command enables you to perform tasks that requires administrative or root privileges. So if I should change my directory to root, once you change directory to root, you have to type sudo and then su, and then it's going to demand for your password. Once you type in your password, you've now logged in as the root administrator. Yeah. So now I can type the user add, and then I'm able. Before, when I didn't log in as the root user, I wasn't able to add user, but as soon as I log in, so it just allows you to perform administrative tasks here. So we spoke about the root. So let's talk about, before I wanted talking about the command, but I cannot remember the command now. So I can't remember the command I wanted talking about. So if I remember, we talk about it. So let's talk about the chmod. So this command is used to change the read, write, and execute permissions of files and directories. So like I spoke about, so now, so let's do ls and la. So it's used to change the read, write, execute permissions. So for example, now video under the group, video does also have under the group. Yeah, this is video. Okay, let me go back. So my machine is kind of slow now. So I'll wait for it. So we have the command is used to change. It's used to change the read, write, and execute permissions of files and directory. Okay, this is the video. I hope you see this. So this is video. I want to give. I'm trying to highlight this. So trying to highlight this so you see and understand, but doesn't want me to. I can at least create. Okay, nonetheless, so this is download. I hope you see this one. So this is our download folder. So this is our download. So I want to give where my icon is here. So for the user had to read, write, and execute permission, but the group doesn't have. So um I want to give the group permission to write. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do two more than going to do. Okay. So let's give for the download. Let me clear screen and start. Yeah, lesson. Okay, I'm going to give music here. Let's use music, not download anymore. So you are going to give right access to, yeah, going to give music, yeah, I'm going to give the group under music to the group users under music folder, like access to be able to write the file. So let's do that. After that, I'm going to do for local the file I created. Yeah, the file we created. Yeah. So first of let's start with music. So I'm going to do keyboard, and then for group we do C verse right here, and then music. Now we can list. So if we should see this, the group users now have access to write. They now have access to write files. Let's give permission to see the user under local. They don't have access to execute. They don't have access to execute this file. The group users, they don't have access to write and execute the file, but other users, they don't have access to write and execute the file. Meanwhile, they have access to read the file. So I'm going to I'm not going to give them access to read the file anymore. So let me do this. So I'm going to do for order, which is O, then minus R. To remove the permission, you have to use minus. To add permission, you have to use plus. So the O here stands for group. The minus, the minus sign is to remove. Then the R is for access. So plus the folder name. So it's local. We want to. It's local, and let it enter. And then so if we should do ls, and let's check local now. So the other they don't have access. They don't even have access to read the file. They don't even have access to it. But we as a group is there. We don't have access to read the file. We only have the other users. They don't have access to read the file. They only have the group users only have access to read, while the main user only have access to read and write the file. So let's check another command. So we have the the change ownership command. So in Linux operating system, all files and directory are owned by a specific owner. So this command allows you to change or transfer the ownership of a file to the specific user. So let's talk about the uname. Let's clear our screen. Let's talk about the uname. Uname. So I need to. So the uname, for short, Unix name. This command will print detailed information about your Linux system. It will type Linux system like the machine name, operating system, kernel, and so on. But for my Kali, it's just giving me the Linux operating system. But you can search for, you can search, you can type it on your Linux once you've installed it. You can type it once you've installed your virtual machine. And so we have history. This command is used to preview the commands you've entered before. So let's type history. It's just normal. History and history. It's just used to like view previous commands. So this is just used to view previous commands. So set the commands I ran previously. So that's just what it's used for. So let's clear screen and then let's talk about the man command. This command is used to show the manual instruction of the command. For example, let's do, for you to like, if you don't really know how to use a particular command, this is where the man command comes in. So man and grep. So let's grep. Let's check. So man, this is to like the grep command we used earlier. So I just want to get the manual for it. So it used to print line that matches pattern. So that's just what the grep command is used for. That's just what grep command is used for. So for you to exit this, you have to type Q. Yeah, you have to press the keyboard. Yeah, the Q later on your keyboard. So you can do one and then the name. So it's just to print system information. Can I type through again? I don't man and then the cut command just to get information, concatenate files and print on the standard output. So that is just to get the manual for so you have to find. So if you don't understand a particular command, this is where you have to make use of your manual. So you have to make use of your manual command to help like understand and know how to use here commands properly. Help you understand and know how to use commands properly. So that's how the manual. So we have the next command we have here is echo. So this command is used to move data into a file. For example, if you want to add the text, hello, my name is AB, into a file called TS, into the text.txt file we created earlier, you type he will type echo hello, my name is. So let's do that. Let's type echo. No, sorry about that. So echo hello, my name AB. So that's just it. It echoes what you type. So echo. So it just echoes what you type. let's clear screen. That's how to use the echo command. So the next command we have, oh yeah, so let me do it properly. So we have echo, and then we're going to do this into a text. But we don't have text.txt here. Doing text. Yeah, I'm coming before that. Okay. Sorry. So MS no. So let's clear screen. I just wanted to. So let's now do echo, and this is then let's put it in txt the text.txt. I mean, so let's get the text.txt now. So text.txt, and so we have this is Linux fundamental. So you can use it to add here. So we already had this, but we added this is Linux fundamental. So let's do that again. So let's do so sorry here. So we type txt the text.txt emotion. Let's cut text.txt now, and so we have just easy to like add to your already existing. So we have the zip and unzip. So the zip command is used to compress files into a zip archive, while the unzip command is used to extract the zip files from the zip archive. So then lastly, we have the user add, we have the password, and then we have the user delete. So the user add, this command is used to create a new user or update default user information. The password, this command is used to change the user account password. Then the user delete, this command is used to delete a user account. So now we are going to create a new user. So let's clear our screen, and so for us to create a user, let's type user art. So let's use some random name, Joy. Yeah, so we created a new user called Joy. First off, you have to change directory to root directory. If not, you won't be able to create a new user. So you have to change directory to new to the root. So we have the password of Joy. So type password and then sorry. The password is not going to show. So before we proceed, let's check the manual for user add. So user add is used to create a new user or update default user information. So the M option, I use M option there. So the M option, these are different options you can use along with your user add. So I used the M option, so I want to check what it means. So this is the M option here. So this is it. This is it. So create the user's home directory if this does not exist. So is to the M option is to create the user's home directory if it does not exist. So we created a home directory for the user. So now we are going to, that's what the M is used for. So password, we've given the user a password. So the next thing we are going to type is the user mode. So before we use this user mode, so this for joy nothing is going to do there. You just have to type that. So let's check the manual for exam. This is to modify a user account. So description: the user command modifies the system account files to reflect the changes that are specified on the command line. So we use the A option. These are different options. So we use the A option to add the user to the supplementary group. So I use the A option to add the user to the supplementary group, and then I use the uppercase G to. This is used to a list of supplementary groups with the a list of supplementary groups which the user is also a member of. So that's just the option. And then I used sudo. So let's just go down. Go to checkbox. Find something. Okay, that's just it. Okay, so let's see manual for. So the CHSH, we will use that soon. So it's just to change login shell. So the CHSH command changes the user login shell. This determines the name of the user's initial login shell. So that's just it. So we will use it. So we are going to use the, okay, let's do that. So CH message. So this is what we're going to do. For joy. So S stands for shell. So from what you read in manual, so it's used to change login shell, and the S here is the name of the user's new login shell, which is joy. So we are done. We just exit this, and then here we exit, and then we log out. Once we created the new user, we log out. So let me log out. I'm going to log out. Then I'm going to log in as a new user I created. While we wait for that. So after we log in, we are going to like delete the user. I'll wait for. So now let's log in as the new user we created. Case sensitive. Also, I forgot to tell you that Kali is case sensitive, so have to. So yeah, we are. I have logged in. So yeah, I have logged in as new user. I created Joy and Joy. So let's ls, everything will be empty because this is just a new account that I created. So let's log out and go back to other accounts and then use the delete feature. So back here, so let's try to delete. We're going to delete the accounts we created. So okay, you type this command to delete. So that's again. So there. this is the command you type. Sorry, this is the command you type if you want to list users here. List the like users in. Sorry. Sorry about this. So to list all the users, you type the court and -d and the colon, then you give space and then you type the -f1 and then space and then /etc/password. Let's check out /etc/password means. So court so we want to delete we just type user delete and so let's check the manual for user delete. Let's check for our option. So user delete is to delete a user account and related files. So the option R is to remove, also means remove. So files in the we want to remove files in, like we want to delete the user and also we want to delete the home directory we created. So it's just to delete the user and the home directory. We just delete and then let's delete joy. So we've deleted joy. Now for you to be sure you've deleted joy, you type that. You can still find it. So let's go back to user delete and joy is currently used in okay. So we have to kill the process. Kill and sorry, I have to kill all these processes or else I won't be able to delete the user. Okay, so now let's check what so the joy account is going. So anytime you get something like this, so something like this here and that. Okay, anytime you get the user and then the username is currently used by a process, then the process number, you have to type the you have to kill the process. So for you to kill the process, you have to type kill kill so let's check the queue call. Let's use demand and queue. So this is to send a signal to a process. So to send a signal to a process. So let's see what the option 9 is for. The option 9 wasn't specified here, but this is the description. For if you want to use that. Okay, let's go that's the description. So we've deleted the user now. So those are commands I've been able to show you. That's how a few commands I've been able to show you. You can check for resources. You can check for videos, subscribe to videos, use the Try Hack Me platform. I recommended you people to check out. Yeah, they're going to like guide you to show you other expose you to other commands also. Yeah, check out tryhackme.com. Let me search that. So tryhackme.com is a website for that's just cyber security. So tryhackme, just search for tryhackme.com on your browser. You have to subscribe to be able to use the tryhackme website. So you have to subscribe. So this is it, tryhackme.com. If you haven't joined, if you don't have an account, you have to join. But if you have an account, you have to log in. So let me log in. Yes, let me log in. So I'm logging into my account now. So this is tryhackme. Just the platform is for you, like helps you learn cyber security. So let's check out Linux fundamentals. You can find different learning paths on the tryhack